Hey guys, it's Amber Smalley again. Today I'm not going to talk to you about very much. I'm going to talk to you about the pacing changes, and I'm also going to show you a few things that will help you with your Wonders accounts. Today is February 8th, 2017. Now, this third quarter pacing change went out in the principal's packet last Thursday. So most of you already know about it. I want to explain why we did what we did. So all that we've done is we have moved the review week that would have happened at the end of whatever unit you've been working on all this time. We moved it to EQT week. We've had several of you point out that there's no way during EQT week that you could do all the stuff that happens typically in a reading week. And so when we looked at the unit review weeks, those weeks, their purpose, Wonders made those so that you guys could review and catch up on anything you needed to catch up on. So there's very few lessons available during the review week. And so that will give you time to give EQTs and review and all of that, but you'll still have some reading instruction available. So all we've done is move that review week to EQT week for third quarter. Now, kindergarten, your pacing did not change at all because you actually already had a review week that week. The only thing is in kindergarten, um, all of the review weeks are just as packed as all the other weeks. And so since it is an EQT week, the week of March 13th, you will not be able to teach every single lesson available during Unit 6, Week 3, which is fine because all of the lessons available for that week are review lessons. You just need to pick and choose which ones are best for your students. This is brand new information. You have two review weeks that will come up during fourth quarter. And so one of them is going to be during EQT week. The other one we're going to put during whatever time you give Aspire. Like these three are fifth grade pacings. It's possible that several fifth grade teachers in your building will not be on the same pacing simply because um, of the review week thing. Um, you and I both know that during Aspire week, all that's really going on is Aspire. And so it would be incredibly difficult to do a regular week of reading lessons during Aspire week. So we put the review week during that week for you so that you'll still have some reading instruction, but you won't have to get to a million different lessons all in one week. So for fifth grade, it looks like this. Um, if you are giving the Aspire the week of April 3rd, you'll have the review week that week. Then there's a spring break week. If you're giving it the week of April 17th, you'll have the review week that week. If you give it the week of April 24th, you'll have it that week. Um, Now, fourth grade is pretty much the same thing. I just want to point out to you that you actually run out of lessons the week before the last week of school, so you'll be doing the review week for the last 2 weeks of school. Third grade, same thing. You will run out of lessons, and so you'll be doing the review week the last 2 weeks of school. Second, first, and kindergarten. The only thing that changed for you guys, um, second grade, we just flipped the last 2 weeks of school so that you'd have a review week during EQTs. First grade, I don't think anything changed for you. I think yours is just fine. Kindergarten, I don't think anything changed for you either. We did put that little asterisk there because just like in the third quarter pacing, since this is an EQT week, you will not get to all the lessons that are available that week. You'll just pick and choose the ones that you feel are best for your kids that week. Problems with calendars and classes. Okay, so some of you, like me, set up your calendar and then realize that you set it up incorrectly and you set it up again. And if you're like me, you did that about 6 times. And so now your calendar's messed up. let me show you how to fix it. So let me go here. And I will show you how to fix that problem. Here is one of mine. Now, right here in this box, I did have 6 classes listed there because every time I made a new calendar, it made a new class. And it just picks one of them to show when you go to your calendar. I don't really know how it knows which one to pick. This is incorrect though. And so since this one's incorrect, it doesn't have Unit 4, Week 4 going all the way across, so I know that's wrong. What I'm going to do, it's still selected. I'll go to Manage and Assign, Class Details, and I will remove that class. Okay. Okay, I still have 2 of them there, and I don't remember which one is right. So I'm going to go back to Plan and see what this one shows. Okay, that one's not right either because it's got Unit 1, Week 1 during February. So I'm going to go to Manage and Assign while that one's still selected. And I am going to go to Class Details and then Remove. Okay. And then I should only have one left. And since I do only have one left, it doesn't show an option of changing the ones that I have. And this one is the correct one. It shows Unit 4, Week 4 for last week, which is what I was looking for. Now, let me tell you, it won't just mess up your calendar if you have more than one of those. It will also mess up, like once you have students in your classes, it'll make it look like your students have just disappeared when really they're in a different one of these, the class choices up there. So you really do need to make it where either there's only one, or if you're departmentalized and you have more than one class, you need to name each one of them something specific. So that's how you fix that problem. And I needed to show you that before I show you the next thing I'm going to show you. Now, let me pause here for a minute. I about had a meltdown yesterday because I told all of you that we would add all of your students to your class for you, that would be taken care of, that you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I'm partially right. Okay. I thought that what I'm about to show you would be more complicated than it is, and it's not very. But let me go to one of the teachers was sweet enough to let me borrow her account, and Miss Hicks, since you were sweet enough to let me borrow your account, I am also going to set up your account. Okay, so some of you have noticed that if you go underneath the student edition and go to manage content, you can see your kids. There they are. Ta-da! Because IT has uploaded all of your kids into your account, and they have assigned the student edition online to all of your kids. But I bet a lot of you have also noticed that on this screen, there's nothing you can do with those kids. I mean, they're there, but you can't do anything with them. The only thing you can do is to take their book away, and you don't want to do that. So if you go to your teacher account and you try to actually assign tests or whatever to your kids aren't there. So I'm going to show you how to get your kids there. Our IT department have them associated with your name already. They've already got the student account set up. All you'll need to do is to create a class, which is not difficult, I promise. So here's what you'll need to do. You'll need to go to your teacher edition, and you're going to go to Manage and Assign, and then you're going to go to Class Details. Now, actually, Shelly, since I'm borrowing your account, I'm going to see if the calendar on both of yours is the same. So I'll know which one to add kids to. Okay, so you're using this one. Did y'all see how I did that? Like I can tell based on I'm so smart. Okay, so reading 5 is the one that Shelly is using now. So I'm going to put kids in that particular option. Shelly will probably delete this one out, like I just showed you earlier. But she's using that one. So I'm under Manage and Assign. I'm going to go to Class Details. And right here, it says plus students, add students. You'll click that button, leave everything the way it is, except instead of content, you're going to do my redemption codes. And that's going to pull up all the kids just associated with your name. So when you hit search, all your kids show up. And so if you're not departmentalized, you can actually hit this box right here and it'll check all the kids and you can just hit save and they'll all show up in your class now. Here's your class. So you can start assigning stuff to kids and that kind of thing. Now, I asked while I had tech support on the line, what if I have a special education teacher? Can the special education teacher have, let's say, this first baby right here, Abigail Hearn, could the special education teacher have her also on her account? And they said yes, but special education teachers, what you would do, you would hit add students, and instead of changing this box, you would search by specific first and last name for that kid, and you'd have to add them one at a time. And both you and the regular education teacher could assign things to that student. Now, that's all you have to do to add a class, which is much better than I thought it was going to be. All right, so if I go back to this part, let me say this about Wonders accounts. Because special education teachers, reading coaches, instructional coaches, anybody else who needs an account, and that also includes there's a few of you who are regular education reading teachers, and for whatever reason, your account did not go through yet. I'm at a standstill for fixing all of those. I cannot upload, well, it's not me. IT cannot upload anybody else at all until we have those Excel documents back from all of the schools, until we have the list of people that your schools still need accounts for. I can't do anything until then. And so I think I'm only waiting on 6 more schools. I have contacted those schools to let them know I'm waiting on them. But as soon as I have those 6 Excel documents, we can do another upload, and hopefully as soon as we upload, everybody who has requested an account or has an account that needs to be fixed, it'll be fixed by then. And I'm sorry that it's taken so long. Y'all don't even know. I mean, like, I'm just sick about it, but we're trying to fix it. As soon as we hear from everybody, we can move forward. Now, the other question is assessments, and that's the other thing that I'm just absolutely sick about. We are still looking at assessments about major, minor, about just all of it, all the assessment stuff. And it's much more complicated than I originally thought. And I thought I would have an answer for you before now, but I don't. But I think we're getting close. Just be patient with me. Just keep doing what you're doing. Y'all are doing a wonderful job. Thank you for being patient with me. If you need anything, please, please, please let me know. And if you ever ask me something and I don't respond, it's because I need a reminder. So, so email me again. I really appreciate all that y'all do. Have a wonderful rest of the day.